Well, a BBC production that's been seen on television some years ago, Friends and Heroes, is having a big launch today as it's being now translated into Manx. And we've come out to the Manx School here in St John's, talking with David from the production company. Tell us how this idea came about.
My wife Alison, who's a linguist by training, went on a Crash Manx course with Adrian Kane a year or two ago. He found out that we were producing Friends and Heroes from our offices in Ramsey and asked if there was any possibility that it could be translated into Manx, because there was no such material. And although the Isle of Man has a booming film industry, or did at that time, it was always very difficult to get copyrights and assignments done. Since we own all those rights, it was actually very straightforward, just hard work.
So obviously it really worked, because you got the animation, but you had to go and get the new voices and the translation.
That's right, but it's not just a case of translating. Once you have the animation, you have to translate according to what the lips are already moving. And that's quite a job. You have to choose your words carefully, and when it's recorded, you have to record them watching the movie. Otherwise, people are talking when the mouths are shut, or they're mouthing the wrong movements. So it's actually very skilled. And this production and translation and dubbing has been done by a team of very enthusiastic amateur producers, and they've done a remarkable job. It really is very, very good.
So overall, is Manx a bit longer than English in the sense of having to make it very succinct?
That's the skill of the translator. Bob Carswell worked very hard, and I'm sure burned the midnight oil on getting it just right. But when you see the movie, it is very, very good. It's as good as some of the professional work we've had done in some of the major languages like Spanish or German.
So this is now available online to buy in
available
shops?
Online. Just Google for Friends and Heroes and you'll find our store, and look for the Manx dub, which is launching today. And the good news is, although a series usually sells for £90, for the Manx dub, because this is a community project with voluntary help, we've made the whole series available for just £20.
And how are you going to sell it? Any ideas out there what the response is? Because Manx is a growing language, isn't it?
It's not only a growing language, but it's also a very important language for the Celtic connection. So people from the Gaelic communities, speakers in Southern Ireland or Scotland, and also some of the other Celtic languages like Welsh, Brittany, and the Cornish language, we're hoping that they will also be very interested to see this. The great news is, of course, they haven't got anything like this in their languages either, with the possible exception of Welsh.
Well, before we had the Gruffalo being translated into Manx, this is the next sort of movement, isn't it? Because kids do like seeing cartoons, and this is a great way of, I suppose, of associating with these characters.
For a language to be enduring, it has to be up to the times in the way that children receive material. And nowadays, kids watch movies on their phones, on their tablets, in their bedrooms, on the computers, as well as the television. This is a way of moving forward enormously in the regeneration of Manx, and we're really pleased to be part of it.